Someone recommended cock for breakfast. Oh, let me think about it. Actually, it sounds pretty good. If you put some mustard on it, wrap it with a nice bun, forget it. What's going on, guys? Your boy hbkjust in the back, and I bring you guys a game of some domination or radiation. This is a game from a really good gaming session. When I say really good, I mean really fun. It was just fun as hell gaming with these guys, and some, these guys I normally game with, but I was just running around with my MPL rapid fire and just having tons of fun. This is officially my 100% favorite SMG. It's an awesome fucking gun, and I was using an XCal kill streak setup. I was just using basically UAV, counter UAV, and Blackbird. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I'm just running around like a madman, spraying and praying. But I know you're not here to hear about that. What I want to talk to you guys about is a little bit about my past. I guess you could say I was classified as somebody that just don't, I guess I'm the same person, but I'm a little lighthearted now. Somebody that didn't take any shit. And one of the things I want to talk to you guys about was a situation I got in when I was growing up. I don't know if you remember my last video, but I basically said that I went to Catholic school. Most of the time when I was growing up, from first grade all the way to 10th grade, I was basically in Catholic school, so which is a private school but religious based, or anybody that doesn't know, and that's pretty common when you're in New York City. Sometimes the schools in the system are not as good, so the parents, they put you in Catholic school. So obviously I grew up, and as I totally failed trying to do it off through that window there. I told you guys I was trying to have fun. I think you're gonna like this clip, by the way, when it's coming up in a minute. This guy he thinks he's gonna get me, but watch what happens to him. Totally fucking outplayed. But anyway, back to the subject. What was I saying? Okay, so it's pretty common growing up, you're in Catholic school and things of that nature. So it's basically, you grow up with, one of the classes that you take is religion. And so, one of the things that I used to do on my Sundays was go to church. Now, the way my family is, one part of my family is Catholic, which I am. Somebody asked if I'm Catholic, and I am Catholic, yes. But I don't really practice anymore. I don't really go to church like that. As I should. I'll probably burn if I went in that building, the things I've done. But anyway, back on subject. When I was younger, I went to church a lot and stuff like that. But half of my family are Catholic, and then half of my family are Lutheran. A lot of times on Fridays and Saturdays, I used to hang out at my aunt's house, and we used to hang out and go to all over the place. That's why I love to travel now, because of my aunt. We used to travel so much and just do so many different things when I was younger. So one of the things I used to do when we didn't really travel as much, but I used to hang out at the house or spend a night for the weekend or whatever, was go to church. That's one of the things we definitely wanted to do, as I try to freaking stick this guy. I told you I was having fun this game. But yeah, so one of the things I used to do was go to church a lot. So I remember I used to go to my church, because my mother and my grandmother refused for me not to go. But really my grandmother, but refused me not to, go to, how am I going to go to that church with my aunt but not going to my own? So I used to have to be forced to go to two churches, not just one on Sundays. So I would go to my church, take a bus, and then take that bus to the other church. And I remember it was one time I went to the second one. And when I was at the second one, I think my aunt was cutting the cake, and there was this kid there, and the kid's there, and he's hanging out or whatever, and he was really just talking, bad-mouthing my cousin, because I was there with my aunt and my aunt's daughter, which is my cousin or whatever. So anyway, this kid was just really, talking shit and acting like a fucking asshole to my cousin. So I'm stepping up to the kid. I'm like, why don't you relax a little bit? What the hell's wrong with you? I didn't want to. I don't remember how old I was. I was very young at the time, but I don't even know if I was a teenager or not. But yeah, I was very young at the time. But I remember I stepped up to this kid and I was like, listen, calm the fuck down. I totally forgot where I was at. No, typical me. But I was like, calm the fuck down. But this kid was really acting like a fucking asshole to my cousin, as I failed and turning on this kid. So I remember he picked up a freaking, I guess you could say a butcher knife. I don't know why the fuck a butcher knife, but the church had a kitchen like in the downstairs area. So he picked up like a kitchen knife and he started waving it in front of my cousin's face. And my cousin, she's not really the type of person that really, she's not the type to, go through confrontation or anything like that. She's just not really like that. So, She really didn't say much, but me, I really was getting pissed the fuck off, and I really don't like that shit. So I was telling the kid, listen, get the fucking knife out my face and get it out of my cousin's face, and he's thinking I'm playing. So, you know, he's waving in her face, So what I ended up doing was grabbing the knife with my right hand, and I literally pulled it away from her face and pulled it towards me in an effort to get it out his hand and get it out her face. But when I did that, I grabbed it with I guess, how can I explain it? I grabbed it where the sharp edge was on my thumb. The same way if you ever hold chopsticks and you know you put the chopsticks in that area deep in your thumb, and then you hold the other one with your fingertips. Well, the area right in my thumb, I grabbed, that's where the sharp area is knife, and I pulled the knife towards me. So when I pulled it towards me, it's literally almost slit my fucking thumb open. So I'm just gushing all over the place. That's one thing, I bled a lot when I was younger. I get cut all over the fucking place. But so literally I slit my thumb open, and I just started screaming, not because of the pain, but because this fucking kid, you know, it didn't hurt one bit, but maybe it was adrenaline because I was angry or whatever, but I just started bleeding all over the place, and I just started raging on this fucking kid, like, I'm gonna fucking kill you, I'm gonna fuck you up, I'm gonna fucking kick your fucking ass. And you know, so everybody's just literally, it's 15 people just start rushing towards me, and they pulling me away, like holding me back from this kid, and this kid all of a sudden he starts crying, like literally fucking crying like a little bitch, because he sees my face and he sees me bleeding all over the fucking place, and he thinks I'm gonna fucking kill his ass, which I was. So everybody, they rushed me. I guess they called the ambulance, or I don't know if they put me in a cab. I don't remember specifically. Yeah, they put me in a cab. So I go in a cab and I go to the hospital and I get stitched up. I don't remember how many stitches I had, but I know it was my first time. No, it wasn't my first time getting stitches, but it's my first time in a while. So I got some stitches or whatever, and I remember they was like, okay, you should go home now and relax. I said, I'm not going home. They said, what do you mean you're not going home? I'm not going home. I'm going back to that church. What the fuck you mean you're going back to the church? Just stay down, do nothing, stupid. What the hell is wrong with you? I said, no. This kid was waving the fucking knife in my cousin's face. I was repeatedly telling this fucking asshole to get the fucking knife as I get my kills stolen. Fucking assholes for stealing my kills all night. But anyway, you know, I was repeatedly telling this fucking kid to get the fucking knife out my cousin's face or whatever, you know, and it was pissing me off. I didn't like it. So what I did was I went back to the church, you know, regardless of what they said. I guess they couldn't control me or whatever. So I went back to the church and I saw the kid or whatever, and with my left hand, you know, I guess he didn't see me coming or whatever, but with my left hand I punched him in the fucking face. I'm right-handed. I knocked him out with one punch with my left hand, like on the spot, gone, done, over. Like he's sleeping. Like, you ever seen fucking Mike Tyson knock out some fucking 100-pound little bitch or whatever? I don't know how you want to put it. That's basically how it went. Like literally that fast. So everybody starts screaming like, oh my god, why did you do that? One, I was kind of surprised to myself, like, oh shit, I knocked this kid out with one punch with my left hand. I didn't even do it with my good hand. Like, my good hand obviously was wrapped up and stitched up or whatever. So I knocked him out with my left hand, and you know, he finally got up, and his mother took him home, and his mother's cursing me out, and I got in trouble when I got home, and my mother whipped my ass or whatever. I don't know why she whipped my ass. Actually, no, she didn't. She got mad, but then she said, you know what, that's alright, because you stood up for your family, and that's what you're supposed to do. So that's my story. That's one of my fight stories. I have a few more that I could tell. I hope you guys enjoyed the story. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I believe I went 33-6, something like that. I don't remember, but it was a lot of fun playing this game. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. 200 would be awesome. I'm sorry for the delay in the video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. Later.